Hey, it's our 1-year anniversary of owning our RPod. Join us for a recap of our first year. So, let's see where we went and how many nights we used the trailer. Our first night was spent at Tobin James Winery right after we bought the RPod. Trip 2, 10 nights at Foster Park where we commuter camped. Trip 3, another 6 nights of commuter camping at Foster Park. Our 9-night Lake Tahoe trip started again at Tobin James. Second night, St. George Winery in Lodi, courtesy of our Harvest Host membership. A few nights with friends in South Lake Tahoe. Another Harvest Host night at Twisted Oak Winery. Indigeny Reserve Cider Works was another Harvest Host stop. 2 nights at friends' houses rounded out that trip. And back to our local commuter camping spot, Foster Park. Started out Trip 6 at Tobin James Winery again. Our annual trip to Oregon. A Harvest Host stop at Pedrozo Dairy and Cheese Farm outside of Chico. Next night, a fabulous winery outside of Roseburg, Oregon. The beautiful Armitage Park outside of Eugene, Oregon was our home for the next few nights while we visited with family. The next 3 nights were spent at Foster Lake, Oregon, in our family members' front yard. And then a fabulous night at our friend's house in Terrebonne, Oregon. On to Little Crater at Lake Paulina and Aspen Point at Lake of the Woods. 2 nights at Fowler's Camp on the McCloud River, an RV park on the 5 and a friend's house rounded out that trip. A couple nights at Freya Beach Campground just north of our home, and Lake Lopez for Thanksgiving. Morro Bay State Park started our Christmas and New Year's trip. The dog enjoyed Montana de Oro. Next stop, the overflow camping at Port San Luis, where we had a quiet New Year's Eve. Our Valentine's Day trip was spent at Harvest Host Wineries in Paso Robles. We stayed at 2 wineries and visited another 4 wineries. Back to Foster Park for our shakedown with our new tow vehicle. Our exploration of Southern California's desert started at Red Rock Canyon State Park, and then a few nights at Trona Pinnacles, BLM free camping. Next, a few nights at Furnace Creek in Death Valley, where we did some side trips. A Harvest Host stop at China Ranch Date Farm near Tecopa. It was time to cool off, so we headed to Tehachapi Mountain Park. Our last night was near Pyramid Lake at Los Alamos Campground. So 78 nights and 12 trips, and on trip number 13 right now. Not bad, considering one of us owns his own business and the other works full-time. We make the time to make it happen. Thanks for watching our first year travel in our RPod. If you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And comment below some of your travel and camping suggestions.